I remember that during the height of the Black Lives Matter George Floyd riots here in London, some very prominent black celebrities stood amongst the crowds and gave them rousing speeches. Now, amongst them was a boxer called Anthony Joshua. I didn't really give a toss about Anthony Joshua. I didn't really know anything much about him other than he was a boxer and he was a success. You can't take that away from him. But after his speech, I took a disliking to the guy because it showed him for what he really was, and that is a racist. And the bit in his speech which bothered me was when he said, "Abstain from spending your money in their shops and economies and invest in black-owned businesses." Now, Anthony Joshua was clearly speaking about white-owned businesses here in the UK or in the West. And the thing about this speech is, and specifically that line, is that just like the Black Lives Matter movement, it didn't give a fig about black people. Because had people, brain-dead people, actually listened to what this idiot was saying and done as he'd asked and only shopped in black-owned businesses, and just say, worst case scenario, nobody shopped in white businesses and they all went bust, then I'd imagine the black people who were employed in these white businesses, in these white-owned shops, would have been left out of work. So it was one of these stupid, ill-thought-out, misguided speeches. Was a very cut your own nose off to spite your face vindictive thing to say, and it was quite stupid. So anyway, that's what sticks in my mind about Anthony Joshua. And every time he loses a fight, it makes me happy, because the guy is obviously a racist dickhead. And racists, they don't deserve success, do they? So there we go. And I was rather delighted this morning to watch his fight and see him lose to the Ukrainian fella. And he even marred his own reputation after losing, because it turns out he's a very bad loser indeed. The guy isn't very noble in defeat. And quite frankly, I hope his boxing career is over now. You see, television, mainstream media, etc., they've all portrayed Anthony Joshua as one of these nice guys, a Frank Bruno type, but he's not in the league of Frank Bruno niceness, because with Frank Bruno, what you saw was what you got, and the country loved him. And he certainly didn't blame white people for when things went wrong. But this guy, Anthony Joshua, what he did was just really unsportsmanship-like. And after the fight, he grabbed his, the other guy's championship belt because he lost, and dumped them over the ring. He then stormed off before coming back into the ring and telling the Ukrainian fella, the new champion, "You're not stronger than me. How did you win?" I mean, what a thing to say. Now, Muhammad Ali is famous for his quotes as well as his boxing. And when he lost to Joe Frazier one evening, all he said was afterwards, "Just lost a fight, that's all." Now, with that quote, he gave respect to his opponent who defeated him and himself. But no, Anthony Joshua had to make a cringeworthy speech afterwards and made it all about him. And he told the crowd that he was still the better boxer and the better man, when he clearly wasn't, because he was outclassed and outboxed for the whole 12 rounds. So Anthony Joshua is not only a racist, but a bad loser, and he is clearly up his own fucking hoop. And here's the thing, the British media, they really hype this guy up to be better than he really is. I mean, I'm not a boxer, alright, but watching him, he's quite mediocre. He's not good, but he's not bad. He changed his trainer for some reason, then he goes into this fight wearing all black, thinking he's Mike Tyson. And as for telling people to stop using white businesses, the guy is a massive hypocrite, because he's sponsored by Lynx, makes adverts for Under Armour, and the fights were shown exclusively on Sky Television, none of which are black-owned businesses. And I really hope one day he finally has the backbone to face Tyson Fury, because I would bet good money that Tyson Fury would put him on his arse. And that is a safe bet, folks, because Anthony Joshua literally just lost to a smaller man. So there we go, Anthony Joshua backed the wrong horse, went woke and got broke. It happens all the time. And that's it, that's my video, hope you like. Please leave your comments down below, let me know what you think about this. And if you haven't already, then please consider subscribing to my channel and share my stuff everywhere. The lefties hate that. And that's that. I hope your weekend is going swell, and until the next video, Roger Trout.